I will emphasize that this is unacceptable.
Virginia's top drinking water official, Dwayne Roadcap, says the growing number of water woes in Richmond is cause for major concern.
There's a lot of frustration and anger, rightfully so, about this incident. We share that from the Virginia Department of Health.
That incident, last week's boil water advisory, which city leaders attributed to high turbidity in the source water and maintenance delays that caused settler plates, which are responsible for filtering out sediment, to get clogged up. But Roadcap says there could be even more contributing factors. He says VDH is investigating whether DPU added the right amount of chemicals into the water meant to help the sedimentation process.
I can't tell you with certainty right now today whether that's the case, but we are looking at data and looking into a few things with the city to see if there's some other things that need to be addressed in addition to what the city has reported.
As the regulatory agency, VDH has been heavily involved with Richmond's DPU in recent months. In April, VDH released the findings of its investigation into the January water crisis, which identified inadequate and reactive maintenance practices. And in May, VDH cited Richmond with alleged regulatory violations due to a fluoride overflow and failures to properly communicate. At the time, the agency said it remained concerned that lessons that the city should have learned since the January water crisis have not been adequately addressed.
The frustrating and difficult part about this is it looks like it's more of the same of what we observed from the water crisis, that there's some complacency involved with how the city's staff are handling things. You know, one of our findings was that the city needed to be more proactive. They needed to do a better job with their maintenance. And from what I'm seeing from the city is that they're not where they need to be yet.
So what could VDH do more on y'all's side as far as enforcement? I mean, I know that you've put them under a corrective action plan because of the January water crisis, but we've continued to see these significant and escalating issues at the plant.
So part of our job is to ensure accountability with the city, and all options are sort of being looked at and are on the table. With that being said, our staff are technical experts. They're operators. We've operated water systems. We've got engineers on our team, but we're not supervising, managing, and running the water treatment plant. That's not our role.
VDH is now considering sending Richmond its fourth notice of alleged violation within a 5-month time frame. While the city says it's normal for waterworks to have these kinds of repeated problems,
back-to-back issues normally is not atypical. Boil water notices do occur. That is something that occurs routinely nationwide.
Roadcap says it's not.
This is unprecedented that for a large water system of this size that the regulatory agency feels compelled and needs to send notices of alleged violation, especially that many, in a short period of time.
Now, Roadcap says Richmond has been making progress in implementing improvements, and he commends DPU leadership for being transparent and communicative with VDH. He just feels like the necessary changes aren't happening quick enough. The mayor previously said that it could take years to fix the culture at DPU. Here at VDH, I'm Tyler Lane for CBS 6 News.